Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is my response to another vinyl tag. This time I'm going to have a go at Norman Maslov's whack-a-mole vinyl tag, in which he did a whack-a-mole and made up 22 questions with the records that he pulled from his bins. So let's go straight into this. Firstly, I must say I have to show a couple of CDs, otherwise I can't get this done. Okay, number one, an album by a wanker other than Eric Clapton. Now that's very subjective, so it is. What one person may think is a wanker, another person may think is a jolly nice fellow. But I think it's well accepted that Maslov of the Beach Boys is a bit of a dick, so I'm going to pick him. An album with illustrated creatures on the cover. Well, I'm going to go with Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Fire Cat, and there's an illustrated cat there, which is a creature, so it counts. An album named after a film director. Well, this is the CD I'm going to show, and it actually is about a film director. That's by Sparks, and it's a seduction of Ingmar Bergman, the Swedish film director. I think was from the 1950s. Really good album. Hard to get into, but once you get into it, it's excellent. Okay, an album with a bad portrait on the cover. Well, that's just an obvious one. Not only is it a bad portrait, it's a bad album as well. Self-Portrait by Bob Dylan. A couple of decent songs, but that's about it. An album where the name comes after Roger. Okay, so I picked this one, and this is Roger McGuinn. So yeah, so that's it, Roger McGuinn, who was the lead singer of the Byrds. An album with 10 illustrated portraits, at least 10, and we'll go with the Who Face Dances, and I think there's 4x4, which must mean there's 16 there. An album showing climate change. Well, this is Echo and the Bunnymen Porcupine, and they're out in Snowy Mountain, and it is really cold in 1983, but with climate change it all melted and they're now in a boat, and that's all the melted snow, and that's their 1984 album. So that is Ocean Rain. Number 8 is an album by a solo artist, by a band member. So the Bee Gees, and we have Barry Gibb, and we have New Voyager, and this is from about 1986 or so. Number 9, an album where someone plays the auto harp. This is the Smiths' Strange Ways Here We Come, and Johnny Marr plays the auto harp on the last track, I Won't Share You, which is actually the best track in the whole album. Number 10, an album mentioning religion, either in the title or the name of the group. It's the Christians, and this is Colour, and this is their second album from around 1990, I believe. It doesn't say, but it's around that anyway. Not a bad album, but not as good as their first. Number 11, a scented album, and this is Melanie's Garden in the City, and it says here, if I can read it, rub gently to release the magic of Melanie's garden. You could take a double meaning out of that, but anyway, this is from 1972 or 73, so there's no smell of it at all. An album with the wrong, that is titled wrong, at number 12. Right, this is Sparks again, and this is music you can dance to from 1986. But whenever this was released on CD, it was released as the best of Sparks, music you can dance to. It is not the best of Sparks unless you're an absolute mega fan of the album. It's one of their weakest. So to say that it's the best of Sparks is mislabeled, and it's wrong. So that's my answer to that one. Okay, an album cover through Fisheye Lens, and it's the Byrds, and it's Mr. Tambourine Man, their debut, brilliant album. An album which is a sequel to an earlier album. Well, this is the first album, Tubular Bells. This is the sequel, Tubular Bells 2. And this is a sequel to that, Tubular Bells 3. Okay, an album with a non-English title, and it's ABBA's Gracias por la Música, which is all the songs sung in Spanish. A blue-eyed soul singer from the south, and it's David Bowie, and he is from the south of England. He's from London, so he counts. Norman didn't actually specify south of the United States, so Blue-Eyed Soul, Young Americans is his soul album. Okay, number 17, and it's a painted mural on the cover, and it could have shown Old Mercy, the one that Mazzy showed himself, but I thought it was cheating. So the best I can get is almost like graffiti on the cover, and it's UB40, and if you look in there it's like graffiti on the wall, and this is Jeffrey Morgan from 1984, and the big hit off this was If It Happens Again. So that's the best I can do for that one. Number 18, changed the cover after the first pressing, or just changed the cover. Well, this is Adam and the Ants, Dirk Wears White Socks from 1979. It was reissued and slightly changed, track listing in 1983 under a different label with a completely different cover. So this is the 83 edition of Dirk Wears White Socks. Album with a motorcycle on the cover. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits, good album, the only Janis Joplin I actually have. And then an album with denim on the cover. When it comes to denim, the quo, status quo. We've got the denim jackets as well as the denim flares. So yeah, this is Blue For You from 1976, and the two hit singles off this are Rain and Mystery Song. And number 21, a partial gatefold, and it is T-Rex, and this is the partial gatefold here. So this is their 1970 album, their second album from 70. Well, the first one was under Tyrannosaurus Rex. This features Ride a White Swan in the States, no singles off it in the UK. And he missed one out, and I think the one that he actually missed out was an album with a blurred cover. And we're going to Sparks again, and you'll see that Ron Mail is slightly blurred on this album. This is a woofer in Tweeter's Clothing from 1973 on the Bearsville label before they left America to come over to Britain and record Kimono My House. Okay, so that's the 22 questions for Norman Maslov's Mazzy's Whack-A-Mole Final Tag of 2022. Sorry about 2 CDs, but I had to use them, nothing else. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.